and shit.
Yo, what's up? We getting ready to talk about Gear 4 because it's getting ready to come out in just a little while anyway, so we might as well go ahead and speculate on it and whatnot. Some people were saying that he's going to do something concerning muscle. Some people said he's going to vulcanize. Me, I think it's either one of those two. I heard some speculation about some other dumb shit about what are they going to do? Like I seen some shit popping out of him, like rubber splashing all over the fucking place. Like his body was made out of water. Another dude, what was another guy said? Some about some like I think what you call Cole did a video where he was talking about time travel or some dumb shit like that. I was
about to say One Piece. Yeah, people understand. Luffy is still a paramecia, so no matter what he does, it's gonna be something basic as shit with his body. That's all it can be, without Oda just being like, "Fuck it all." And this ain't Naruto. We ain't gonna do no random time traveling bullshit. This ain't. He
said something about because he's a rubber, because he's made out of rubber, he can react as if he's a rubber band and travel through dimensions. When has a rubber band traveled through dimensions?
That's a stretch. No pun intended, but that's a stretch. It's fucking.
It make no damn sense.
Look, when you bring up when you tease something monumental that happens in the next chapter, niggas get crazy with fucking fan theories until the shit's proven wrong, and then they just look like dumbasses.
Then they talked about full body armament Haki. That makes no damn sense because everybody can do that.
Well, here's the problem. Gear 4 is a ability Luffy only can use. Like full body armament Haki is something that almost any high level Haki user could use. It's got to be something specific that only Luffy can do, or else he would have called it full body armament Haki or some type of bullshit name to justify like the Haki power up. Like Gear 4 is like a specific paramecia gum fruit user thing. That's something only Luffy can do.
Yeah, like, and you seen from the other two power ups, it was like I did this to my body using this power to gain these abilities. So that's what I think is going to be with Gear 4. Now, I do want to talk about one other thing though. Remember, he combined it Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd, right? Before on Thriller Bark. It was only for a couple of attacks and whatnot.
He's been doing it. He's been doing it a little bit recently too, like with the elephant gun where he puts. Wait, no, I'm dumb. Has he done it with his? Has he combined? I don't think he's combined Gear 2nd and Gear.
He's used them like back to back and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he hasn't done them like in combination. He's been just combining Haki with them. That's all he's been doing recently.
My thought was, and this is not what I think is Gear 4th. But what if he combined Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd, but not like he did on Thriller Bark, where he puts one hand in Gear 3rd, the other hand Gear 2nd, and this hand is slow but strong, but this hand's coming at you like this. Yeah, I think that'd be some cool shit.
But but you gotta find a situation in which that shit works. With me, okay, well here's my question, because I do agree with the whole muscle thing probably being the basis behind Gear 4. But like, do you know like what they mean when they say muscle? Like the other people's theories involving the muscle thing with Gear 4? Because I have my own personal theory.
Air into his muscle. Where's the cavity in his muscles though?
Well, no, see that's not my theory. My theory is this: because if you notice, each gears had a trade-off. Well, Gear 2nd was you get super fast, but it's like you're pumping steroids in yourself, so you kind of burn out quicker. And then Gear 3rd was you got really, really strong hands, but you're moving slow as fuck. So I'm thinking.
And he had another drawback until he fixed it, which was he shrunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Gear 4's thing is going to be he will gain a lot of muscle mass, which makes him stronger, but he loses the ability to stretch. Pretty much.
That makes sense to me.
Because the way I always thought about it is that the more I would say. The more you pull on a rubber band, the tighter it gets, the more constricted it gets. So it's like he's swelling up his muscles, but he's losing the elasticity he already had. So he can't stretch anymore, or he can't stretch nearly as well as he used to be able to. But he's like super powerful. So it's like I can nail the shit out of you, But if I need to do this long ass jump to get away, I can't do that now. Because I'm thinking, because people gotta think, you can't just think of the power up, you gotta think of the drawback with the power up.
Yeah, I think what he's going to do, like people think he's going to bite into his arm and blow his arm up. I don't think so. I think what he's going to do, he's going to hold his arm like this and shoot the shit way the fuck out. And when it comes back, it's just going to come back in like a condensed form.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
And then it comes back, it's just gonna be like super hard and strong. It's gonna be like a fuck, like they say, like a damn tire or like a hockey puck hitting you or something. Like,
well, yeah, because he's pretty much stretching out all the elasticity in his body when he does it, and so when it snaps back hard. And so when you see him afterwards, he's gonna look swole as fuck. But like, but he can't stretch anymore, or he can't stretch.
Stretch is gonna take it off.
Yeah,
that's
so
what I think gonna happen.
Which works because Luffy's whole thing now is that like when he stretches, he used to be really wild and shit with it. That's why when he get attacked, he has to do these really outlandish dodges and shit to avoid being hit. Now he has to be a lot more careful about what attacks he throws because he doesn't have the ability to get out of the way by stretching out of the way or some shit. Now it's like if you commit to that punch, that's it. It's all you're gonna be able to do. You're gonna have to take that punch.
Now we pretty much know for 100% fact that he's gonna get stronger, meaning in terms of strength, because Doflamingo pretty much verified that. He says you're not strong enough to really hurt me, right?
Right.
But will it also make him faster? I think so.
Well, here's the thing: you can combine Gear 4 with Gear 2.
How?
So, well, because Gear 2, he doesn't even have to do that shit with his legs anymore, where it's humping up. He just automatically goes into the steam mode and shit. So he could be like super strong with his Gear 4 and then use Gear 2, so he's fast enough to catch Doflamingo.
But he's got it. But he's got to do the thing.
Well, he's gonna do the thing.
He could do it with his arms or legs. So maybe he uses only Gear 4 on his arms and uses the damn shit on his leg or so.
Well, I'm pretty sure when we first see Gear 4, we're gonna see a full body thing. So he might do that later. But I'm thinking like when the next chapter rolls around, we're gonna see him do a full body Gear 4. And then maybe later he'll do half and half when he's going into like a final combination attack.
What's your thoughts?
Well, yeah.
What you gonna say?
No,
I ain't mean to cut you off. I won't let it happen again. I ain't mean to cut you off. I but I just wanted to get Bankai in here, man.
I was discussing this with Zoro a couple of weeks ago. He had talked. He was doing a live stream too about it. But, I mean, someone commented and said that he was going to have spikes on his body, Luffy?
Yeah, I know, I've seen that. How the fuck does that help, though?
Yeah, I know. That's kind of like, it's like one of those things where I say, I don't know about that.
Well, usually when it comes to power-ups, Oda's always been like either his power-up is going to be incredibly goofy or like badass as hell. Yeah. And to me, his goofy power-up for Luffy would have been Gear 3, because Gear 3 aesthetically looks kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's still out, but like he's doing that stereotypical, I'm in a cartoon, blowing my thumb and shoot air into my body, which still technically doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So I'm thinking Gear 4, if we're going like every other power-up is going to be badass, and Gear 4 is going to be badass by that logic.
Like they had that little meme where what's his name? Jerry blows his hand up, and it was like the original Gear 4. I mean Gear 3. Whatever. You see it? But I also think that Cole was discussing where he said that something about Luffy vulcanizing himself. Now everybody's been speculating that off the rip, but he said that it takes chemical processes to do that. But in my mind, I never thought that because these are fucking like magical powers. Yeah. So I'm thinking that there's still a chance that he could just vulcanize himself without even having to go through any type of process. He could just use his devil fruit and say, I want to turn myself into this composition of rubber. I'm not certain that can happen, but I think there's a chance that it could, because there's other people that can change their bodies or whatever. Like Logias can change into their substance or whatever. Maybe he can control his to that degree at a certain point. I'm not 100% sure, though.
See, my only problem with that is that you also got to remember it's still Luffy's power. I don't think Luffy's smart enough to do that. I don't think Luffy to like vulcanize himself. I feel like Luffy's powers up until this point have been pretty simple. One power speeds him up. One power makes him super strong. I don't think he would think to change his physical makeup to just as a power up. Because we've seen in the time skip Luffy isn't like smarter. He might be a better fighter, but he's not like smarter. So I couldn't see him doing that just out of like that power seemed a little bit too complex for Luffy to be using. But maybe that's just me.
He is trying to master his devil fruit though. Like, what else could he do with his devil fruit power? You know?
Well, yeah,
or is his power just like the status? Like he's just in that state. That's his powers.
Well, my thing is if that's an ability of his, I would think that'd be one of his last abilities. Like that seems like an ability that make him like relatively OP. If that's the ability he ends up using later, or that feels like near the end of the series kind of ability. But that's just me though.
Like if that happens, they'll sit there and say, well, him being vulcanized is the same thing as having Haki. They're like, well, then what's the what's the benefit? Once he add Haki to it, it'll be 10 times. He's take it up to the next level. Like him base form would be like full body armament Haki.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems so fucking strong. It seems kind of ridiculous for that to be like the way he beats Doflamingo now. Because then it's like, well, you can't have Luffy running rickshaw for the rest of the goddamn series. Granted, I'm surprised Oda had him struggle this fucking soon, but you know, I figured we were gonna go like 1 or 2 more arcs before he actually started struggling. They were like, nah, the Strides are gonna struggle now, motherfucker.
Another thing they were talking about was like it was gonna be like an ability. It was like having a special effect, for instance, talking about some redeflecting fucking damage from you or something like that. I highly doubt it. Why? It's because the other ones was like it changed him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it wasn't an effect or a special ability. It was just a transformation or a power boost or something like that. I don't know if you can call it a real transformation, but somewhat of a transformation. It was like another form. I don't think it's going to be some kind of special effect. But and I know it's going to be power, but what can, he already got power with a gear third. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing this one's going to be just as either close to as fast as gear second or just as fast with the power. So you said, I doubt he's going to be able to stretch.
It's the best of both of his previous abilities.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he can't stretch.
Well, yeah, but stretching wasn't even a big deal for fucking Gear Second. Gear Second was just, I can move quicker. That was the whole gimmick with Gear Second. It wasn't like he got stronger with Gear Second. He just got
more long-range attacks.
Well, see, that's the thing. This will show if Luffy's really grown as a fighter, because the problem with him in Part 1 is that he used to be really fucking reckless with all of his techniques. That's why when people attacked him, he had to do these outlandish rubber type dodges where his legs would stretch up in the air so he wouldn't get hit and shit. Now it's like if you make that attack, you gotta commit to it, because if you don't, he's gonna take that arm off. That's what it's turned into. So I kind of hope it is the whole where his muscles, he gets stronger, but he loses the ability to stretch. Because then I want to see if he's actually gotten stronger as a fighter, or if he's just still going to pull the same bullshit. Then again, it's Oda, and Oda might give him some really goofy-ass ability. I'm like 50-50. I think part of me thinks it'll be badass, the other part might think it's goofy as hell.
So you think he depends on his powers too much?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's like hell. If you've seen him in fights when he's dodging and shit, that's all his powers. That has nothing to do with him natural skill. Especially in some of his earlier fights where he just do these outlandish jumping to the side and shit or reaching for a tree or some shit. Luffy is strong attacking wise. The one thing I always gave him over Naruto was he always had more combat experience from the get go. When One Piece first started, Luffy was about mid-tier and shit. Now he's a little bit better, but I want to see if he's gotten better as a fighter and he knows how to fight more tactical. His fight is still gonna be outlandish. That's just the way Luffy fights. But
yeah,
he's got at least better with his strategy, where he doesn't just fucking throw attacks and just hope to God they hit. which he seems to have gotten a little bit better with, like the shit they showed in Punk Hazard, where he used to reflect when he turned into Gun Gun Balloon and reflect those who was it, the Yeti brothers that shot him with the guns, and he actually aimed the shit back at him. So I think he's gotten better as a fighter. How much we don't know though.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like talking about deflecting damage and shit like that. You can do that with the fucking gear. With the gear third with balloon, or just a regular balloon. So he already can do that to a certain extent.
Plus that he's using Haki, so it doesn't even fucking matter. Don Flamingo's using Haki, so it's gonna hurt him regardless of whether he's using the balloon or not. I mean, people keep forgetting Luffy can't be like truly affected by normal punches unless they're Haki embedded it or like the ability counteracts his own. So even if you're using Gun Gun Balloon, if I have a Haki fist coming towards you, I don't mean shit. You still gonna feel it.
The balloon is still work though. You're still gonna be hurt.
Yeah, he'll still feel it, but it'll work kind of.
It's like remember when what's his name punched him? Sengoku. Sengoku punched him, and the balloon held, but it hurt him like a motherfucker.
Yeah. He'll still keep the balloon form. He'll just take the damage now, versus before where he was unscathed.
Right. So, Bankai, what's your thoughts?
I mean, when I think about Gear 4th, I'm always thinking about what if he decides, like, to pay more homage to Ace, and he somehow incorporates that into Gear 4? Possibly. But I don't know.
The biggest problem is that Ace's defining feature was his Devil Fruit, in all honesty.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
And since Sabo has that, like, the fact that he already had Red Hog is, like, I think the best we're going to get. Because I can't see, and Red Hawk still as a move doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, how does combining Gear 2nd with Haki create a Fire Fist? But that's a whole nother story.
I think that the fire has nothing to do with Gear 2nd.
Well,
I think the fire is from Haki.
What? So he's moving his arm so fast that his arm catches on fire?
No, Haki. I mean, remember he used the damn lightning in one attack, remember? Thor elephant gun or whatever?
No, because you're talking about from the movie.
Or whatever.
You're talking about the movie, but the lightning struck his foot when he did
that.
No.
I ain't talking about the movie. I'm talking about when he was fighting Don Chinjao.
Lightning.
Yeah, Thor fist or whatever the fuck it was called. Thor Magnum or whatever it was. He punched him. Yeah, and it was you seen the electricity coming off him. I think that's Haki. I think they're going to show more fighters that's going to be using that shit later on. I don't think he's going to
they're including elemental attacks within the Haki?
Probably.
The problem is they haven't explained that if that's the case. I don't remember that.
No, they haven't. But it's a lot of, like, they showed a couple times where it was a lot of people that did certain things, and then we'll find out later on it was Haki.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like matter of fact, in Sky Island, everybody had this power. Oh, we could hear certain shit and all that, and we found out, oh, it's Haki.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find out. Like I was talking about with the fishmen, they could shoot water and shit like that. They on dry land. Where's the fucking water come from? I'm gonna say that was damn Haki.
Oh Lord!
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm saying that I'm calling it now. That's fucking Haki. And people are gonna say, well, how would they be able to use Haki? Well, they don't know it's Haki. They haven't mastered it. They mastered that one attack. That's like in Sky Island. Sky Pier. They could use observation Haki, but only just to hear certain shit. They didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was able to discover it, and then everybody started using it, and it's passed down. So they really don't know what they're doing. So they got it, but they don't really know what they're fucking with. So that's what I think that is. Somebody says the whole vibration thing, like the Flash. That's exactly what I was talking about. They talking about phasing through shit. Flash got super fucking speed. I think also somebody else was able to do it with super speed. These are super speeds.
Well, how would that benefit him in this fight, though?
Not at all. I mean, he'd be able to dodge.
Like, usually when he uses a gear, it's because the gear is somewhat set up to deal with the threat that he's currently fighting. Like with Bruno, he used Gear Second because Bruno was outspeeding it. And then when he fought Lucci, his issue was power, which is why he used Gear Third. So against Don Flamingo, his problem is both. So I would think he would pick a form that has the qualities of both, meaning he's strong as he usually would be in Gear Third as a default, and but because his body isn't as big and huge and shit, he's faster. He still has at least his base speed. The only drawback he has now is that he can't stretch the dodge anymore.
Dude says rubber can vibrate at a high level. I've never seen. He said somebody said rubber can vibrate at a high level.
See now we're getting the bullshit logic.
Well, if that's the case, what you call it? What's his name? Dice Bone, whatever. Mr. One. He should be able to time travel and shit because he could turn himself to a tuning fork by putting his hands up like this, then vibrate some shit and shoot some shit up like he gonna shoot something up. You know what I'm saying? And he had time travel and whatnot. So you know what I'm saying? So I don't see how that makes sense.
I feel like people just want Luffy to be like overly broken. Like they want him to be God tier.
He will be.
Yeah, but not now. Fuck.
Yeah, it's too early for all that. We talking about that's. Huh?
I was just gonna say it's way too early. I mean, the whole purpose of what was going to go down was they were trying to get Kaido to go after Doflamingo, and by doing that, they were going to destroy the factory and so on and so forth, and defeat Doflamingo. That was going to piss off Kaido, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I mean, people keep forgetting the whole point of this arc is to get Doflamingo in trouble. I mean, at this point, the only reason why he's beating him is because the dude has a birdcage around the island. Also, they need a boat because the Thousand Sunny's currently gone. Because
he's stitched together and he was damn near split apart.
Yeah, and because the end game here is to kill Kaido. Like that seems to be the mutual goal here. So,
if I'm not mistaken, that wasn't the goal at all. I think that didn't Law say he said that to draw Luffy in to get him on his side. It really was never planning on fighting.
Why I say that because Luffy's even already admitted that his goal is to take down all 4 emperors.
Yeah, it's going to happen at some point in time, but I don't think that's got anything to do with Doflamingo. It was just like Law's way of getting Luffy to be down with the plan for then.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying even when he agreed back then, Luffy even openly admitted that that's his aim. Like that's what he wants to do. He's going to save Shanks for last, but he's going to take down everybody else first.
Right.
For what reason, I don't know why. I think he's just doing it at this point because it's a thing to do.
Right. What was you going to say, though? What was you going to say before I so rudely interrupted you?
Ubaka?
No, I was saying about the whole thing with Kaido thing. But when he gets revealed, that's going to be so amazing when he gets revealed.
Well, here's my question. Do you think he will fully reveal Big Mom first or Kaido first?
I mean, we've already seen Big Mom. We just haven't seen her do anything.
Well, currently she is doing something. She's harassing the other half of the crew.
Got them running.
Because when they showed that chapter, the only thing you see in that chapter is Peckham's, and you don't really see you hear her supposedly, but you don't see her.
Well, here's my question: is she on the boat or is she talking to him through a Denden Mushi?
That's the thing. We never really
Because I thought she was talking to him on a Denden Mushi. Like I don't feel like Big Mom seems like one of the characters who can't really move.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because she's too fat. That's why, man.
So if she can fight at that level, she got to be able to move.
Well, I don't even think she. Well, I feel like she's kind of like.
She got some kind of way of dodging attacks without even moving her.
Yeah, I feel like Big Mom has like an OP ass double. Well, that's the other thing. We don't know which emperors have double fruits and which ones don't. I would think Big Mom probably has one. Kaido might have one. I'm not sure actually. We haven't seen Kaido, so I don't know if he has one. I think he does probably.
They said that he's supposed to be the strongest thing alive, right?
Was it the strongest man beast or some shit?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's actually I don't think he's a man at all. I think he's an animal. Like, you know how like the walking bears in Drum Island?
Yeah.
They can talk and whatnot. Like what's his name? Beppo and all them. I think he's not a human at all. I think he's just an animal. And he's using Zoan. He's using Zoan type of fruits to turn everybody in his crew to animals. Why would he do that?
Yeah, you can tell because he obviously has a bias for Zoans. He doesn't really. That's all. That's his. Because why would you? If you have the ability to make a fucking devil fruit factory, why would you specifically focus on Zoan types?
You would think they'd go for Logia or something like that, or at least mythical Zoan.
Yeah, but he's just making Zoans in general, so he probably has an animal bias. He's probably one of those like, he's like a lion man or some bullshit.
I mean, because how many high level pirates have we seen that are animals? We've seen like lower, members of the crew that were animals. We haven't seen a pirate captain really that was an animal. So I'm thinking he's gonna be the one.
No, we haven't.
I think he's gonna be the one. It's gonna be like, oh shit, he's a damn bear.
Yeah,
something like that.
Which would be interesting as an art, because I'm curious if Oda would focus more on like Beppo and Chopper for that, just for the relation of animals and shit. Because by the way, we still don't know if Beppo is just like legitimately a polar bear, or does Beppo have like some devil fruit thing that make him that way. Something tells me he's just a random ass polar bear who just knows fucking karate. And
he can't have the human fruit because what you call him already has that.
Well, I mean, he can have a variation. Like he can have it's kind of like how they have like how they have different types of dog fruits with different models in it. So
Sengoku has a human fruit also.
Yeah, it is. He has the Buddha one.
Right.
So that I think, and granted, I think that's just Oda bullshitting because he wanted to use different powers, but he couldn't. He had to figure out a way to justify having two characters have the same fruit, so he just made these different models and shit. I don't know, but I don't know.
Somebody says, he says, no, it wasn't time travel. It's quantum physics. Luffy was going to vibrate at an atomic level, which will allow him to occupy the same space as an object without interacting with it. That's the exact same thing that the Flash does.
Yeah, but my question is, how would that benefit him? What do you mean? So what, Luffy's going to vibrate so fast and take that dude's heart out of his body?
But how can he vibrate so fast? He doesn't have super speed.
No, I think that's what they're saying. I think they're saying Gear 4th is supposed to be that ability.
They're saying that his
which to me just comes off as a variation of Gear 2nd. It doesn't come off as like an original. To me, each gear will be separate from each other.
Yeah.
He didn't call it Gear 2.5. He called it Gear 4th. So I'm thinking 4th is an entirely different entity.
This dude says, I think Luffy's going to become adult size like Doflamingo, but not age, but just look older.
So pretty much what Gon did?
Doflamingo is not adult size. Doflamingo is almost 20 foot tall, almost 20 feet tall. He's way fucking taller than adult size.
And you gotta
I think he's only one. It's only one. What? No. It's two Shibukai that's taller than him. Kumin, what you call him? Gecko Moria. Yeah, he's like 20-something fucking feet tall. He's tall as shit.
Well, to me, isn't that the ability Gon used when he fought? What's her name? Pitu.
But his hair got longer.
Yeah. No, his hair became more badass than he did. His hair defied the laws of every fucking thing. That you never saw the top of his hair in that form. That shit was hilarious.
No. It kept going and going.
That shit was so ridiculous. And he tried to look so badass while you're doing like, so let's go outside.
Somebody said that he said he thinks we're all wrong and that Gear 4 involves King's Haki. I doubt it because other people have King's Haki. If he does use that, that means that it would have to be in conjunction with his rubber powers. That's what I think. Like even if he does use Haki, it's going to be in conjunction with his rubber power that's going to make it different from the other people that can do it. Somebody said they be reading Wiki. This dude said I bet people was going on Wikipedia and looking up rubber's potential. He's absolutely right. That's what you're supposed to do. What the hell is that?
I have no idea. Alright, gonna be right back.
Okay, I guess that's pretty much it for all the shit that people got down here in the comment section. I'm looking up. They keep telling me something. He's gonna vibrate so fucking fast. He doesn't have speed powers. I can see if which name Kizaru can do it.
Oh yeah, of course.
That would make sense.
You know, he has the light, and that's just like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's OP.
But guess who's the fastest person on One Piece is?
Oh,
Lucky Roo.
Lucky.
The fat dude from Shanks' crew.
Oh, him! Right.
Did you see when he popped up on the guy who had the gun on Shanks or whatever, and he blew his brains out? He was the first person to kill somebody in One Piece. He just popped. He was just there. Like, you didn't even see him. He was just there. And people think that, oh, he can't be that fast because he's fat. That's the whole point. They're gonna make him fat so that way you don't think that he's fast, but he's super fast. Like the dude from Skypiea. Remember, Robin had to fight against the fat dude, and she said, "Damn, he's fast for his size." Well, that's what Lucky Roo is. He's gonna be so fucking fast. He's just gonna be. I mean, this motherfucker just gonna be fast. He's just gonna be amazing. But anyway, that's pretty much it for Gear 4. I mean, like, what else can we talk about? I mean, can you think of anything else? I already said what I think it is.
I want to bring up this whole point on, because I know a lot of people, not the chapter that just showed a couple of weeks ago, but the one where obviously Law didn't get to defeat Doflamingo, because a lot of people are upset with that fact, and basically all he's doing right now is he's staying there to watch Luffy fight Doflamingo and defeat him, and that's how he's gonna witness it, pretty much, and not to actually commit to killing Doflamingo.
He's fucked up though.
Yeah, he's fucked up though, and it's like I do really feel bad about it, because like this was like that whole flashback and Coruscant, and it was there, and now he doesn't. I mean, hey, it's Oda's show, and he obviously wants Luffy to be the one to defeat Doflamingo, and that's the story. But I still feel like it would have been a little bit better to have Law have that moment where he.
Me too. I was with it. Like when I first seen him hit him with the damn shock shit or whatever it was, I said, "Oh man, that was great." You know, because he had an OP fucking attack that could take him out. I mean, this shit could have took any fucking body out. That damn gamma knife or whatever it was, that should take anybody out if you get the right opportunity and able to get it off. Mm-hmm. So it made sense. They have, Law and Doflamingo have their history and everything else. But even now, I still think it's okay, because even if Luffy wins, it's really Law that defeated him. Not Law that defeated him, but he weakened him so much to the point that he set it up for Luffy anyway. Mm-hmm. Either way, he played a major role in beating him.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with it. Any last words, or?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, nothing else to talk about. Year 4th, and
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this off. You already know what it is. You got Bankai over here. You can go ahead and do your outro or whatever.
What up, people? Bankai922 just did a review for Kamigakiru chapter 58, 59. I'll upload that tomorrow. I'm gonna try my best Friday night to do a Toriko live stream, and I'll probably do like an hour or two. Maybe I'll bring in some people like Nostradamus, Justin, Starkweather, and stuff. So look forward to that.
Went straight over me. Skipped right past me. You almost caught up though, right?
Yeah, I'm almost up to like 300, so I'm within the range of.
Okay, that means you only have maybe 1 or 2 more to go before you caught up.
Yeah.
No, I mean not 1 or 2 more, because you got this one coming up. Maybe after this one, maybe 1 or 2 more.
Yeah.
All right, peace.